YouTube, I'm finally back, and to start off my new videos with my new camera, I'm going to be showing you all of my Turkish fuses, and I'm pretty much going to focus the video on this fuse here, but I will bring this fuse in a bit later on, because you've already seen this fuse, so I'm not going to talk much about that. It's going to be mainly focused on this fuse here. So if I bring it nice and close, show you the Arabic writing on the top, and on the timer ring the numbers, which is the same as this one, and of course, as you know, this one. So first off, I'm going to be removing the top nose cone, and it has really good threads on it, really nice, and you can see in there threads in there, really good condition, and you can see there where I've had to drill out the pin. So pull that down, and now next we have this little spring. There we go, it's focused. Nice little spring there, still springy. And then next we'll have the charge detonator, which has its little spring on it as well, which is in good condition. I haven't cleaned this yet, but I am going to get around to it. So next we've got this quite unusual ring, which you don't see on many fuses. There is a similar fuse to this that has one. It is a steel ring and it's a Belgian fuse, which I am trying to get my hands on. But as you can see from this, there's no powder trail or anything, there's just 2 or 3 threads, and you can see the threads along there, and also has 2 tool markings or holes in the top. Now onto one of the main rings. There we go, got that off, and you can see there is a dent there, which has occurred from when the fuse had hit the ground, but it's not really noticeable. You can get away with that, and it is in quite good condition anyway. You can see the powder trail in the bottom there, and there are pinholes there, but there is no, on any of these rings there is no English writing. And if I just bring that there to show you, that's one of the pins, little brass pin. Now onto the timer ring that has the Arabic markings, numbers, and you see there's no writing or numbers on this ring or dates, and you see there the powder trail as well. And now moving on to the body of this fuse, you could call it, and to show you that there is actually some English writing on it there. If it'll focus on, there we go, you can see it says 29, and also there is an 8 there and an F there, which is quite nice condition. You can still read it, and you see where the powder trail continues. You see the hole all the way through there, and it will then go down into that hole there, and then into the powder chamber in the bottom. But first I'm just going to show you that there is a gap there on the main column and not one there. That's because this is actually bent when it hit the ground, so that's why the centre column is still in there, and I haven't been able to get that out. And I'm not going to try and get it out because I'll damage it, and that'll reduce its value and make it look a bit, well, not very good. But something that is quite disappointing about this fuse is you can see there and there on the threads is where the steel adapter, like this, has been cut off, which is unfortunate, but at least you've still got the brass in quite good condition. So that's pretty much it on this fuse. If I just zoom out a bit, and then I'm just going to bring this one in to show you a little bit on this one. And it is exactly the same fuse as the one I just shown you, except that it's obviously made of aluminium, and obviously this here is a less high quality than this aluminium, because you can see the corrosion on this and there's no corrosion on this here. But in the base there you can see there's the centre column, which I think is made of brass, which would be nice to get out, but it's going to be quite difficult as I'll need to heat it up, and heating it up would melt the aluminium, so I'm probably not going to try that. But if I just bring it in close here, and if it focuses on it, you can see that there are English lot number there, English writing, and I think it's a 2854, but I'm not entirely sure. And that is all the English writing that you can see on this fuse. You can see the locking pin in there. So that's pretty much it on this fuse, and hopefully in the coming weeks, now that I've got my new camera, I'll be doing lots of videos. But not next week, but the week after, I'm going back to Belgium, do some metal detecting and buying some fuses and shells. So hopefully I'll have a lot of good things to video. And in the weeks that I haven't been doing videos, I've got a lot of new things. I've got a couple of rifles, World War II and World War I rifles. I've got a World War I Lee Enfield, and just to prove it to you, if I zoom out a bit on that, yeah, you can see the bolt and magazine of this Lee Enfield, and it is all there in all original, and all the lot numbers match up on it and everything, which you can possibly see there, the 38074. So in some of my later videos I'll be doing videos on these, and I also have 2 light machine guns, World War II dated. One of them's World War II dated, and the other one is 1955, which is quite nice, and I'll try and do a video on them soon. But the problem with doing videos on them is they are very big, so it is quite difficult to find the space to do them, but I'll give it a go. And I have got a lot of new fuses to attempt a video. I haven't got all of them apart, but I'm still going to show you them anyway. So thanks for watching, and keep a lookout for me.